Jesus, when he started his movement, there were intellectuals. They were called PHARISEES, highly educated people. But Jesus went for the fishermen. So please, when you look at my list, know that I'm in the path of Jesus Christ.
When Jesus chose his disciples, he had his eventual departure in mind. So he chose men who were humble enough to be taught and who could appeal to the masses. No one goes to school to become a fisherman, so the disciples identified with the poor and uneducated, who were the majority. The only intellectual on the team was Luke, a physician. So, why is it that when the president says this time he wants to work with fishermen and not the elite, it sounds like an insult? How have the elite disappointed him? Peter Chibazo, a journalist and communications specialist, believes that by the time a CEO feels the need to make apologies for his team, he does not have much expectations about their performance.
You are effectively bringing down the value of your cabinet. And that takes you back to your first question. Why are people asking questions? Why does he have to explain it? Because in his mind, he is not comfortable with the choices that he has made.
On the flip side, Sarah Birete, the executive director of Center for Constitutional Governance, says the elite have also been disappointed in how the president is running his government.
The elite expected a more efficient government, a more modern approach to governance, which is not forthcoming under his leadership. The concept Jesus used in his governance was a concept of imparting knowledge, of moving with people and leading by example. Can President Museveni walk this talk? I do not think so.
The continuous sifting of policymakers could be an indication of a government in crisis. In a public split from the historicals, at one time, the president said he would work with born-again Christians because they are not corrupt. Then, he moved to work with the elites. Now it is the fishermen, and soon it will be the sons and daughters of the rich. This shifting of posts has had one tangible result: runaway corruption and a government sinking deeper and deeper into debt. So this time, will the fishermen perform better than the elite?
I mean, you've arrived into a revolution where you don't belong. So you're a lodger. You've come in, and when you're a lodger in my house, you can only do as much as I tell you to do.
Like the Prime Minister, to give her credit, I think she has tested mobilization skills. The Minister for Presidency, who headed the chairman's office in 2016, which did most of the campaigning, also has a tested skill of mobilization at that level. Are they your typical elite that you find reading concepts, speaking eloquent English on your TVs? No.
And what competences do they have?
People are arguing about technical competence, like additional, unstated, informal qualifications, which I think that the debate is far-fetched. Because let's look at the outgoing cabinet. Right Honorable Prime Minister, outgoing. The elite would be comfortable with his portfolio, but what is his remarkable achievement? I don't seem to remember anything.
You're thinking of an ICT-led generation. One of the biggest problems of the world right now is cybercrime and cyber fraud. You appoint an ICT minister, state minister, my mother's age. He has very smart brains. I mean, I like the appointment of Keke, Chiriwa Chiwanuka, to be his Attorney General. But he's always been. Chiriwa Chiwanuka was always the Attorney General in the shadows. All they have done is they've drawn the curtain.
Some would say the new cabinet is a reflection of our society. However, the president has leeway to choose whoever he wants, including what the elites would call top-notch brains. The surprise here is that he did not choose them. Instead, he has placed his government in the hands of fishermen.
Being a fisherman is not easy. After all, you need intelligence to navigate a turbulent lake without a compass or lights to guide you. So yes, these modern-day fishermen probably have the competence to push government policy if their work is not interfered with. Gillian Nantume, NTV, Weekend Edition.